Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna do like a quick get ready with me, first impressions, everyday glam, you can call it, different names, but I'm gonna do a video on the Revlon Photoready eye art, and I'm gonna use this one right here, which is Prism Peach, right? Peach Prism, sorry. I'm going to be using this one right here. I promised that I was going to do a video on how I use these. They're very simple to use. It's not going to take you a really long time. So I just did a really basic look for you guys. Pretty much like an everyday look, you can say. So you guys, if you guys want to see this video, please check it out. I do want to take a moment here to talk about why I haven't been filming. I know that I did my May favorites, and then after that you guys didn't see me for like an entire week, and I do apologize for that, but as I mentioned in my favorites, I was gonna go to Vegas, and we ended up going, and during that week I had a test, I had a pack, I had a wash. I left to Vegas. I was there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then Monday I was trying to get back into a routine of things. My house was a disaster, and then I had school Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then today is Friday. So I have been really busy, and I do apologize that I didn't film videos ahead of time, but I am trying to get back in the groove of things. So yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I do miss you guys, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So you guys want to see how I got this simple glam everyday makeup, please keep on watching. Okay guys, so we're just gonna get started. I already started doing one eye, and then I noticed my camera was not on, so I apologize for that, but I haven't done the other eye. But the first thing that I did was I already primed my face with the Too Faced coconut primer, which looks like this, or the hangover primer. I love this stuff, definitely recommend it. And I already primed my eyelids with some concealer, any concealer that you want to use, and then I just dusted some Laura Mercier translucent powder over them just to set the concealer. So let me zoom you in. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to use my Too Faced chocolate bar palette, which looks like this. And I'm only going to use one color, which is hazelnut, which is this one right here. It's just a nice brownish, but not too brown color, you can say. Okay, so I'm just going to use a tapered blending brush, and this is from Sigma, the E40. I mention these brushes all the time, and I absolutely love them. And I am just going to work it right into my crease here, and it's not going to be too heavy, as you can see here. And for my skin tone, this is like a really nice light transition color. So that's pretty much all I'm going to do to the lid. If you're going to do like a nighttime kind of look and you want to use the Revlon Photoready eye art, I would recommend more of an intense crease color. That way it can really stand out. I mentioned these in one of my hauls. I got 3 of them, and I'm going to be using the Peach Prism, but I'm going to use this side right here. I've seen lots of people use this one already, and I just wanted to use this one right here, which is a nice peachy corally color. And I love it because it has a doe foot application, which looks like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to swipe this on my lid. So depending on the type, depending on the type of lid you have, it depends how much you're going to use. Oh, great. So you definitely want to make sure you don't grab the edges, don't have as much product. As you can see, I got some on my lashes, so let me clean that. What I find is that, as for me, I don't know if you guys can see on this side, but when I lift up my eye, can you see that it hoods up a little bit on the crease? So on this side you can see that I didn't go all the way up to my actual line where the crease goes, because if I do go all the way up, when I look up like straight, it hoods a little bit on that area. So go as far as where your eyelid goes, but not to the hooded area, because then it's gonna transfer and you don't want it to transfer. But I noticed with these right here, you have to let them dry. As you can see, it transferred a little bit. You have to let it dry enough before you close your eye, because it will transfer to the top of the eye. But I do like that this side, this side right here, the more like solid color type, this one dries a little bit faster than this side. Since this side is more glittery, it takes a little bit more time to dry, but they are both fast drying, and it all depends on the type of eyes that you have, on the eye shape, and all of that good stuff. So what I'm gonna do, I let the first coat dry, and again, you want to, like on the sides, take off the excess so you don't have too much on your brush. So then you're just gonna go on top again. I'm just gonna add a second layer very lightly to give it more of an intense look. And I think these colors are great because they're fast to work with, and whoa, when you don't have no time to get ready, these are going to be your best friends. And the colors are super pigmented. I absolutely love it. Definitely a plus in my book. So once that dries, I'm going to grab a smaller tapered brush, and this is the Blending E25 brush, which looks like this. I talk about this brush all the time. And I'm going to grab the Too Faced palette again, and I'm going to use the hazelnut color. But since the brush is more tapered, more smaller, you can say, you're going to focus that right in the crease, and gently just brush it all the way through. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of the milk chocolate, which is this nice brown color right here. It's really light, it's not too intense. And I'm going to grab a little dab, and I'm just going to put that right here at the end of my eye. And then just blend that out. So once that is dry, and once you have it to your liking, I'm going to add a little bit of a highlight to my brow bone. And I'm going to use my Naked Basics palette, and I'm gonna use the first color, which is Venus. I love this color. It's just a beautiful white, not shimmery but sheen type of white color. Brush right here, this one came with the Naked 2 palette, but you can use any brush. And I'm just gonna swipe that under the brow bone. Nothing too precise. Okay, and then once I'm done with that, I'm going to put inner highlight, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia Glow Key in Glam. I absolutely love Crush Pearl, which is this one right here, and I'm going to put it in my inner crease right here, just to highlight. This could also bring the look together, and you could also add this on your brow bone. So once that is done, all I do is grab any fluffy brush. I'm just going to grab the tapered brush again and just go over it so there isn't any harsh lines. I'm going to curl my eyelashes and put some mascara. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in such a long time. It's been forever. So I'm going to use the Rimmel Lash Accelerator, which looks like this. And then I'm going to use the Maybelline The Falsies Push Up Drama Lash mascara. So I'm going to use these two. Okay, so once you put on mascara and all that, you're pretty much done with the eyes so far until I do the rest of my face. So like I said, I had already primed my face with a hangover primer, and I'm just gonna add some stuff on my lips because they're really dry. And I'm gonna use the Dior Creme de Rose lip balm. You guys know how my eyebrows work. I use Anastasia Soft Brown, and then my concealer, and in the number 4. And that's about it. Same old, same old. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab Professional by Benefit, which looks like this. You guys have heard me talk about this plenty of times. So I'm just going to grab a little bit on my finger. And then I'm going to place it where I feel I have the most pores and where I get the most oily. I absolutely love this stuff, you guys. You guys have no idea. Okay, so once that's done, I'm gonna let it sit into my skin just for a minute or two, and then I'm gonna grab my Revision Skincare IntelliShade Matte Anti-Aging Tinted Moisturizer with Sunscreen, which looks like this. I also mentioned this in my favorites video. I am going to be doing a skincare routine and what I use for my skincare and stuff like that, and that is going to be incorporated in that video. So I'm just going to use a small stippling brush, and this is from Makeup Geek. This is actually the cheek highlight brush, but I'm just gonna squeeze some of that on to my brush like this, and then I am gonna dab it to more of my problematic areas because it does give you a little bit of coverage, which I love. It makes my everyday routine so much faster, in my opinion. And I'm gonna grab a little bit more and put it on the other side. I do one side at a time because if I grab too much, I can't put it obviously back in the tube. It does leave my face a little bit white, but it's not gonna look white, I promise. It's gonna blend in. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to let it really sit into my face and let it absorb. And I'm going to do my concealer, and I'm going to use my Urban Decay Naked Skin in the color Medium Light Neutral. You guys have also seen me rave about this plenty of times. So just put concealer wherever you like. If you want your nose to appear smaller, you want to put the concealer like right here on the side of your nose, so it can look a little bit smaller. And I'm going to use my Sigma Tapered Kabuki brush, which looks like this. I usually use a beauty blender, but since I'm not using a beauty blender today, I'm not going to use it. So now I'm going to blend out the concealer. And I am not going to use foundation, so if you're wondering why I'm doing my concealer now, it's because I'm going to put powder foundation and not liquid foundation. So once that is set, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier, like always, translucent powder. And I am going to use a tapered brush. You can use any brush. But it looks like this. I'm just going to dab it in and put it under my eye. I'm pretty much set everywhere where you put concealer, but I like to do my eyes first. Okay, so once I set everything, I'm gonna grab my powder foundation. The one I actually been gravitating towards is my Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation. Mine's in the color Medium Tan. This is the cover, and this is what it looks like inside, and then has like the little sponge thing. I never really use a sponge just because I prefer a brush. So I'm just gonna grab a dense brush. This is not a really fluffy brush. This is more dense, which is gonna grab more product, and it's gonna give you more of a full coverage look. So this brush is actually from Bare Minerals, and it's the number 45. So I'm just gonna swirl the product, my brush in the product, and don't be afraid to swirl it in. Obviously try to avoid this area because you did highlight that area and you don't want to cover it up, because I was super white with all of that other stuff with the highlight and everything. So as you can see, I don't have like an extreme full coverage to my face, but it's, I think it looks pretty good for an everyday type of look. So I don't mind. This is actually what I've been using when I'm in a hurry. Actually, and when I went to Vegas, this is what I did because I didn't have a lot of time to get ready in the morning, just so I could look decent throughout the day. Because honestly, when you're in Vegas, you don't have time to like sit, do your lashes and all that. I did do my lashes probably one day out of the entire time we were there. So that's that. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with bronzer. I'm gonna use my Urban Decay Beach Bronzer in the color Bronzed. So I'm just gonna grab any brush. I'm gonna use the multi-task brush from Real Techniques. I absolutely love this brush. I'm not doing like a precise, like in your face contour. I'm just gonna bronze up the skin. And don't forget your forehead and your chin. Okay, so that's pretty much it. As you can see, it gives me tons of color. Now I'm gonna be using, finally, my Jaclyn Hill Becca collaboration highlight blush palette, as you can see. I had ordered this before I left to Vegas. This is what the packaging looks like, which is phenomenal. I love it so far. Well, I haven't used it, but you know, I love the packaging. This is what it comes with. I had ordered it before I left to Vegas, and just the last week of Vegas I had tons to do. I had a test before I left, so I had tons of things to do that I didn't get a chance to open it and play with it, and I didn't want to risk taking it because I didn't want to break it, I didn't want to lose it or anything like that. But it's so beautiful. Isn't it beautiful, guys? Just let's take a moment of silence. And I love the huge mirror. It's beautiful. This is like a first impressions type of beautiful palette. I will be talking about this palette in another video, but I'm gonna be taking the color, what color is that? Rose Spritz, which is this one right here. It's a really nice corally color. It kind of reminds me of like Orgasm. Oh wow, they're pigmented. Okay, I've never tried any of the Becca blushes before or any of her other products besides the highlight. I will be doing another video on this, but just smile. I love it. Okay, so now for highlight, we're gonna use both of the new highlights from the Jaclyn Hill palette, which is Champagne Pop and then Prosecco Pop, right? Yeah. So I'm just gonna mix them together, make a cocktail. Yes. I love it so far. Okay, so I'm not gonna rave too much about this palette, but So far, Mish love it. Because I'm gonna talk about it in another video because it needs its own video. Honestly, it really does. So now I'm gonna grab a stippling brush and just blend everything together. Okay, so if you forgot, put mascara on your lower lashes and curl your eyelashes. I don't have huge lashes, so I'm not blessed with beautiful long full lashes, but if you do want to put lashes on, go ahead. It's your choice to do so, but I'm not gonna put it on. This is just like my everyday simple glam, you can say. They're alright. My lashes are okay. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I'm gonna add the NYX Butter Gloss in the color Apple Strudel, which looks like this. I mentioned this little girl in my videos before as well. It's just like a nice corally color. It gives a nice sheen. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, this quick get ready with me type of video, using the the Revlon Photoready eye arts. Yeah, and I have nothing else to say to you guys, because if I do, I'm just gonna ramble and ramble and ramble. But I will be doing more videos, I guarantee you guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, until next time.